And don't forget, practice makes perfect. So that's the only way to learn English.
Excuse me. Hello, teacher. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, hello, Sarah. What's that question you want to ask?
Yeah. Thank you. What happens is that I'm having trouble improving my English.
Well, you are not bad. In fact, you did well in the last exam. What's the matter?
Probably, but it's not enough. I mean, I need to improve my English soon.
I have already told you, you only need to practice. That way you'll improve your language skills.
What happens is that I need to get a better job, and I need to speak very good English for that. Please, I need your help. I can listen and understand, but I can't speak fluently.
I see. Well, it comes with time, but I guess I can give you some tips. Are you taking notes of new vocabulary we learn here in class every day?
I do, but that doesn't work for me. I take notes of all the new words, but then I don't use them.
Then that's what you're doing wrong. It's not just about taking notes, Sarah. You need to use those new words you wrote. If you don't, then what good is that? Work on building your vocabulary every day by choosing new words. Those new words, repeat each word over and over to reinforce the memory of those new words. I'll give you one example. Imagine you've learned the word house today, then use it in a sentence. My house is beautiful, for example. Associate this new word with other words.
Yeah, I remember you told us something about that last time. Associate new vocabulary.
Exactly. That's the best way to learn new words in English. You know, people think translating a word is enough, but it's useless if you're not able to use that new word. That's why you have to incorporate that new vocabulary into your own life, real life.
I think I get it. It's not enough to know what something means if we don't use it. We will forget that word we have learned, right? Is that correct?
That's right. That's how you get to speak advanced English, learning new words, and using them in your real life. Please never forget this tip. It's important.
Wow. That's an excellent tip, Mr. Johnson. I need more, please. More tips.
Well, another thing that worked for me was to surround yourself with English. You don't need to be in an English-speaking country to surround yourself with English. Find ways to make English part of your everyday life at home, like writing your shopping list, reading the newspaper, listening to the radio, writing a diary in English. That worked for me. Or listening to English on your cell phone while traveling to work, videos, podcasts.
Yeah, I do that every day. I listen to videos on YouTube to improve my listening skills.
That's great, but sometimes it's not enough. You need to listen and pay attention. If you don't understand a new word or phrase, then take notes of that and start using it. I've already told you that in the first tip. Oh, you can also make English friends.
English friends? You mean people who speak English or people who want to speak English?
It can be both of them. The idea is to get friends with your same goals, the same objectives. That way you will help each other to improve your English by practicing and correcting your friends.
I see. But I told my friends to practice last time, and they were motivated at first, but then...
I know. That also happened to me. They're motivated at first, but then they give up. And that's normal, because this is not something easy to do. It takes hard work, and not all of our friends are as motivated as we are, Sarah. keep that in mind. Oh, before I forget it, motivation is something good, but it's not everything. Being motivated is good to start doing something, but you can't be motivated all the time. And when there is a lack of motivation, you will need something really important: discipline.
Discipline? I am disciplined. I always do my homework and project on time.
Yeah, but that's because if you don't do them, you will probably get a bad score, right? Being disciplined is to commit yourself to what you have to do, even if you don't want to.
Oh, I think I get it. I have a question. Is it really necessary to read books in English?
Read everything you can get your hands on: classic literature, paperbacks, newspapers, websites, emails, your social media feeds, cereal boxes. If it's in English, read it. Why? Well, this content will be full of juicy new vocabulary, as well as a fair amount you already know. This helps to improve quickly, as it's easier to learn vocabulary in context. It's not necessary to read boring books about culture, history, drama if you don't like them. But read whatever you want to read in English, even if it's a comic book or whatever.
Excellent. I was worried about that. I don't like reading books.
Oh, also, find fun ways to learn new words. That helps a lot. Not everyone learns in the same way, you know. Some people like to read, others watch videos. If you like singing, then look up the words for your favorite English songs, rock, ballads, or if you remember what you see, write new words on post-it notes and stick them up around the house. Make fun example sentences or draw little pictures next to new vocabulary to help you remember it.
I like that idea. And well, I like listening to music too. I can also do that.
But remember, making it fun doesn't mean it's not serious. You have to be disciplined anyway.
I get it. And teacher, one question: how often should I study or practice? I mean, I study English every day, but somebody told me that's not good. So how often?
It all depends on you. Look, I've been teaching English for more than 15 years, so let me tell you something I've learned. The important thing is how much can you handle. Some people get stressed very easily, while others can handle hard work and pressure normally. So if you can practice all day, that's perfect. The more you practice, the better and quicker you'll learn. So don't listen to those people who tell you that you just need 1 hour a day, 1 day a week. It can probably work, but you'll take many years to speak English. That's silly. If you want to accelerate your learning, then you need to add more hours to your practice. But also be realistic. Learning a language takes time. You can't make it in just a week or a month.
Yes, I know that, but I am determined to learn and dominate this beautiful language. Sorry, teacher. There are many things that these experts say in the teaching of English. I'd like to know more about that. For example, can I use a dictionary or translator? My last teacher told me not to use it because we are learning English, and that's forbidden.
That doesn't make sense. In order to learn new words, you need to know what it means first. But there are ways to use a dictionary or translator. We can make another video about those things. If our subscribers want a video about myths about learning English and more tips, they can let us know by commenting on this video. Now, I have to go. I have another class.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much for your help, teacher. I really appreciate it.
I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support.